Hello, hello, it's me, Dan.
I'm Felicia.
Felicia hasn't done this in so long.
Yeah. I forgot. I forgot who I am.
She forgot she had to introduce herself. So, yes, we are here. It's Sunday night. We're playing Disco Elysium. This is the first time we're playing it in like a month.
Million years.
Yeah, it's been a while. So, excuse us if we try to remember what the heck we're supposed to be doing. Because, yeah, it's been a minute. We are... hey, Elle. Hello.
Hi,
All hail
Elle.
the King of the North.
Hi,
Hello.
Great White North.
Hello, Great White North.
It's been a while since I've seen Simpsons.
Yeah, so...
Since I've seen everyone.
So we did finish our first day, and then we have things to do. Let me remember how to do the things. Okay, so we need to find out who's in the union box. That's later. Find money. I need 20 real every day to pay for my rent. I have to interrogate the drivers about the smuggling.
I thought we paid rent already.
We paid the main part that we owed, but every day we still owe 20 real for like the new nights, right? Run the number on the victim's armor. Okay, so we have to call back for that. I have to still get the body down.
Oh yeah, we still haven't gotten the body down.
We put clothes in the trash. Tattoos. We have to talk to the guy as well. There was the smoker on the balcony in the apartment building. We know where it is. So let's do that first, because I'm almost certain that going. Right, I forgot how to play. That going to visit the union is going to get us in trouble almost immediately. Am I supposed to knock on the door, or is he waiting for me outside? What's in my hand? We did find out our first name is Harry. I have something in my hand that I should probably remove from my hand. Oh, it's pliers, chain cutters. So let's remove that. So maybe he's outside already. Oh no, maybe he's in this room.
The door is closed.
Oh no, we tried that one. No, he's definitely in this room. We just. Oh, can I knock on it? He's outside. Maybe he's downstairs already. Ah, the door is open. Where are you?
We've not seen this.
No,
place
this
before,
this
right?
is the union room. So yeah, we should probably talk to them too. Alrighty.
Another piece of cheese.
Don't mind it. Good morning, my friend. How are you?
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war.
Wow.
So let's keep a cool head, okay?
To know. All right. Why do we need to talk to them again?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information.
Wolfpack really likes to escape. Yeah.
Which
we've
may,
enjoyed it so
of
far.
course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
All right. Let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in
Yes, I
no
can't tell
hurry
what
to
we're
leave.
supposed to do.
They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to
Let's
you.
talk to them.
Whatever you
Well,
decide
I think we
is
should go
fine
talk to
with
the smoker first.
The who?
The smoker
The smoker?
in the other building. Yeah, you forgot. But that's fine. Does lady have anything new to say?
Just a moment, officer.
The cryptozoologist left.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
He appears to be genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. Now then,
Good day, ma'am. Everything all right?
please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there or to the phone booth down the coast. Gary's phone is dead too.
Wait, what's wrong with the phone
The
line?
manager was vague about it.
She frowns.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, may I ask what you needed to use the phone for, madame?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
She looks
Oh, forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Lena, and my husband and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Okay, all right. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. You have more important things to worry about.
She glanced out the window toward the bay. What is expedition your husband on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Is it the Mothman?
But they should have returned by now. They were just
Extremely
going
rare
down the coast
insect.
across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
Wait, who's this scary person? Do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that.
She smiles.
Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
Are they in a rough neighborhood?
There's a nameless old fishing village nearby, but we've never had any trouble there before. There is a lot of crime around here, isn't there?
I can't say it's the best part of town, but I wouldn't worry too much about a pair of grown men traveling together.
The lieutenant doesn't want to agitate the woman. Do it. Find her husband. This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Some fringe science is exactly what's needed right now. Spice up that vanilla murder investigation.
It sounds like police business. I'll help you find your husband. Yeah.
Are you sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now? I did suggest we play it cool, but
It's just a little side thing. We'll do it down the line. I've already given my word. I'll honor bond. I'll hold it. I've got a premonition that the Smith scientist is connected to our main case. I think it would be good to take a break from the hangman for a
I think
little while.
number one.
Yeah, I think number one.
if you say so.
Oh, thank you, officers. Truly, I'll be right here if you come across any sign of Morel.
So your husband's some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What is cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize
All right,
research
Kitsuragi.
into
I
mythological
mean, you're right,
beasts
but
and
you're
urban
not right in
legends.
front of her. Lieutenant sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's
My
being very
apologies,
nice.
ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Hobby.
It's not. Oh my god.
Kitsuragi, come on.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy
that's
to
why.
do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Tell me more about Morel.
His expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
Yeah, Wolf's been here before. I think Great White North was just a bit confused. He thought, Elle, when you said Wolfpack really likes this game, that Wolfpack was here saying he really likes this game.
One
I think that's
other
where the
thing,
confusion was.
he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How did the two of you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say.
Don't be ashamed.
I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but
hit it
his
off.
eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's, and his palms are quite coarse from all the...
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm afraid I'm not very good at this sort of thing.
It's okay. It was this part that I accidentally skipped past. It was, we hit it off, and, well, here we are. She smiles wistfully. Okay. So I think we got everything. Yeah.
I hope I've been useful.
We never asked what Gary looks like.
Tell me more about this rare insect your husband is looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear
You want to hear about the insect?
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but
I don't know what that was.
Yes, Phasmatodea, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing.
Stick insects
Ghost
and leaf insects are pretty
insects.
cool looking.
Colloquially.
Colloquially? Why did you mispronounce that word, Encyclopedia? Holy crap.
Oh yeah. Here comes the interesting.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
She looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
What makes you think the phasmid's around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary
think it's
sent us
real.
the clipping.
So newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have?
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
So, is it dangerous?
No.
Not at all.
Phasmatodea,
Why else
order
would
of
it hide
insects.
itself so
Oh no,
carefully?
that's real. I meant this one, the
Oh.
one that looks like a reed. Yeah. Obviously, stick insects and leaf insects are weird.
Oh, I
Are
didn't know-
real.
They
They're also
actually-
weird.
Yeah. I was wondering whether this was real. Okay.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, occasionally referred to as the devil's dining windows.
Hilarious. Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years, centuries even.
Okay, what's so special about this stick bug then?
Oh dear, I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
The woman's face flushes with embarrassment.
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Okay, so 5 seems like a bad thing to say, but you don't notice this about me, but actually I've lost all memory of the world and myself, and I have no idea what I'm doing. And then 6 is a suggestion, which we have a medium chance of doing, an even chance, 58% chance. Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. And And that's all for now, man. And this is actually a white, which means I could do it. I may retry it later. So you want to try it? 58%?
Yes.
You're an enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot.
I want to know everything about cryptids. Living cryptids, extinct cryptids, marine cryptids, land cryptids. Bring it on.
We don't have time for Cryptozoology 101. Let's get back to work, shall we?
All right, so we'd have to get suggestion a bit higher, but I don't really want to do that right now. So, and I don't want to tell her that. Lost all my memory. That's all for now, man. Okay, so I think So we won't talk to them yet.
Can we talk to the woman outside today?
Probably. I think that's when we talk to the boat.
Oh. What are you going in?
It's a bowl. There's a spit. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco.
Oh. Let's go out.
She gave us the thing
Let
before.
me handle this.
Oh. The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
You seem a little different today. Less hospitable.
You are far from home, Lieutenants. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
Tree?
Yeah. I mean, no trouble. I'm here to do my job. That's all.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him.
She points to the man sitting in the middle of the room.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We
All right.
will make
Alright.
an arrest if we have to.
Let's tone it down, buddy.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What's your role in all this?
Obviously, I'm a lawyer. A legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients.
I want to talk to you.
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it. You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
Okay, so then let's not say it. Because that's two things in our brain told us not to say it. Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. Don't think it will happen again.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys.
Ooh.
You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer. This is Titus Hardy.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs this financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those
None of
questions.
this except 5 is not antagonistic.
Yeah, actually, I like 4, just because it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, a comedian.
Yeah, see?
Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
I should talk to Titus then. Alright, we're not going to talk to him yet. Okay, we're going to go talk to the guy. Why is my camera so close? How do I make it further away? Forgot. Oh, that was it. Hey, there we go. Okay. So remember we were up at this building and we saw that man and we were told he was in, and he was like, he couldn't talk because he was out on the thing.
The one that was potentially a prostitute?
Yes.
The guy?
Him.
So fast.
Yeah, it's too fast, yeah. I don't know why you keep trying.
Because I'm a Virgo.
Was it this one?
I must read everything.
up here? No. That's where it came out of. See? We definitely found it before. And then we just didn't want to go in because... Oh, that's locked. We can't open that. Is there upstairs?
I can see after 9 p.m., but I don't know what happens after that. Ooh,
Yeah, we were inside. Yeah, we were inside in all these, except for here where Kuno's dad lives. We didn't go in there. How the fuck do we get upstairs?
There's a balcony there. There.
Ah,
Balcony
yes,
with the-
yes. Thank you. That's the one. Yeah.
Collect bottles and sell them.
Just door. Nothing for you here right now. Okay. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Well, it's not Felicia.
Thanks.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
Oopsies.
Number 28.
I'm sorry.
This
dead
is where the
plants.
cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Reaction speed. Yes, thank
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
you. Not yet. Hold on. I want to see what these other doors have. Resort apartment 29. Apartment 30. That's it. I can't go over there. Alright. Alright, let's not.
This door is number 20.
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
Okay. He looks around to be in the cold spring area.
We should return tonight after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What are you talking about?
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we are here, right?
Oh, yes.
He might know something about the murder. So, tonight at 9 p.m.?
Sounds good.
Tonight at 9 p.m. Right here. Apartment number 28. Good. Let's go.
Alright. We'll come back then. I guess we are going to talk to the... How do we get up there then? Oh, there's a box here. Got stuff. No, the box. Oh, the box is locked. Oh, I see. Okay, I thought it was the door that was... Alright.
There was just something coming up from my phone.
I mean, I know, but... No, that door's locked as well. Stupid operances. Take it all. So we need...
We need 20. We have 22.
Oh, that's good. So we will be able to pay our rent for the evening. Let's go talk to the human boy, Eugene, and see if he doesn't kick our ass. In my own way, that's all. Always have, always will. I'm gonna need you guys. Oh,
what's that?
Shit, I don't know. Sometimes things happen. I don't know what to text.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I did this already. Ah, damn it.
Is it dizzy? What's that?
Maybe a sea monster did this to the closet. No, he just has thoughts sometimes. The image looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. I think that's what happened over here as well. I must have like crossed something that was also like the...
Like the
So he
wall?
like he just has weird thoughts sometimes. That music is ominous suddenly.
That's Titus, right?
Yeah, you see hawthorn bushes outside. Isn't that interesting? Alright, let's talk to Titus. Party.
This is where you say your bed.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Okay.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. Uh-oh.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you, maybe against his better judgment. but he does.
Don't say anything yet. Or we
Three,
need to
I
talk.
think.
I mean, we're definitely not going to do 2, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we don't say anything yet.
Okay.
I was going to say.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
The chatters too inane to reach your ears. Raise your chin and gaze into the distance like a prince.
Two, I think.
What, is he fucking kidding?
Really?
This guy high or something?
The little guy looks at his mates in disbelief. Shinky. Because we're learning the others, Glenn and Shinky.
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We are looking for Titus Hardy.
The lieutenant turns to the broad-shouldered man at the end of the table. Okay, now I'm not allowed to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
What ridiculous accent is that?
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Uh-oh.
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
He slaps his forehead.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
He understood what you were doing, taking inventory of them. Now watch the other guys fuck it up by falling out of line.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy!
Shouts the scrawny rat-faced man, 2 teeth missing in the front.
Yes, falling out of line to please him. This is the best kind. And now this guy is going to...
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man from the corner with a plectrum hanging from his neck. What is a plectrum? You want to look that up?
Yeah.
I've never heard that. I've never seen that word before. Plectrum. I don't even know if that's how it's pronounced.
Small piece of plastic metal ivory for plucking the strings of a guitar, lyre, or mandolin.
Oh, like a pick, like a guitar pick.
Oh.
Yeah. Interesting. What is it? What does the other one say? What was the second one? An anatomical part resembling a plectrum in shape. Oh, okay, so that's obviously not that. Okay. I guess he plays some kind of stringed instrument then.
Plectrum.
That's plectra would be the most likely would be the what the plural. Yeah.
Use it to take a dig at his friend. Floodgates open.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No
Nice.
one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
This is Elaine. You notice gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesk or Saramirizian. Meska or Mesk?
This one knows how to keep things going. He's a hothead, but not one to be taken lightly. The last one is a bit of a black sheep.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Fat Angus is this guy's name.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Alright. So we got a little bit of everybody.
Too late. You already got a pretty good picture of these guys. You can use this.
What can I use it for?
Fucking say something already!
Man hanging in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a
Yeah,
container
first one
belt?
is
Yeah.
clearly the best. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes. Why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why There's a container belt around his neck.
Aha, so you just confessed to murder?
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
2, maybe?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
The fixer turns to her mind, Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why did you kill him? But he won't. I think he will, right? Why did you kill him?
Oh, I think we know why.
Okay.
He'll say because he's working for her.
Okay.
Right, for the Pines woman, Wild Pines.
Okay. Who called the shots?
Yeah.
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passed her lips as she tilts her
A
head.
trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
Ignore her. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
2.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
See, it's what happens when your gang is a bunch of stupid idiots.
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service. This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
We need more. Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Who cannot be retried? How did you manage to overpower him?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
Where did this overpowering happen?
Right fucking here. The fucker pranced in here like he owns the place. Got what was coming to him.
Titus lets the others clear out the details, so he doesn't get his hands muddy with explaining too much.
Shanky might be behind. So it went up a little bit, but not a lot. Yeah, we don't want to do that right now.
Like what, Copper? How many people have you sent to the Chees? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chees Electrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the
Hello, Maria.
coalition.
Kurumi, hey.
During the suzerain's reign, it
Let's
used
change
to
your
be
name.
the firing squad.
Takes me a while to figure it out.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says that it's ever worse than dying. Yes, but those are all bad people. Criminals. Scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. I don't know. I mean, I know what reunion is. It's a prison,
Look, I'm
clearly.
just doing my job, I guess.
Yeah, it seems. I mean, you know, just following orders is never a good.
Cool.
I don't know. I have a I feel like antagonizing them is actually a good idea because they seem to fall like the idiots behind him seem to fall over themselves to.
Do 4 then.
Yeah.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man had to die.
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary. That's it.
And he stepped out alive.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how do you even know he was in Special Forces?
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm RNA's goddamn special forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
That sounds like the truth.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there. Like some kind of animal.
Sire, the tale is true.
Yeah.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Right, but what did he actually do wrong? Oh wait, no, look at the first one. Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Wiped spittle from his mouth.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
That is a bit weird.
He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
I'm just trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake.
Oh, is this the woman
fucker
who...
grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got around. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot.
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
I think it's the girl who used to work here. The woman that we've been trying to talk, who may or may not have made the initial call when he died.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
he already said no. I think there's no point there. Is there a point? Fuck it. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's for one last time. Who did the dead man rape?
Titus, do not answer. You have been forthcoming enough.
Or is it Elizabeth?
Fuck off, Carl. She's gone through enough without you harassing her, too. She doesn't need more embarrassment.
Vigilantes, yeah. Fuck off, cop. He does take the advice.
What are you talking about? Embarrassment. If someone has been sexually assaulted, we need to...
What you need is to get the fuck out of my face. I've had enough of explaining myself to you fucks. He's dead. It's done.
As you can see, these men can only take so much baseless scrutiny. I'm doing my best to keep the situation civil, but...
What follows is a slow head shake.
It's true. She was the only thing holding him back.
That would probably be a bad idea. They didn't give us this last option until we did everything else. By the way, I noticed. I thought we were gonna have to do number 6. So what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
Prove your authority to Titus Hardy. That's my new task.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
The lieutenant closes his note.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
So yeah, this is a white check you may retry. Establish authority. Well, we're not going to do that now.
Yeah.
Week when you first met. I'm going to take off now. This is what I studied law for, she said. We need to talk to the drivers as well. So how many points do we have? We have... how many points do we have? 3. We have 3 skill points. So our authority, we can go up a bit.
Where do you see the tree?
Down there, there's a... So you see experience, 30 out of 100, skill points, 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Yeah. Isn't a number, but yeah. Authority to Titus. And done. Interrogate vigilantes. Okay, so but also we need to go to our car and call for our car. Kitsuragi.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Yes, this one. Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinell, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
Armor like this isn't mass-produced. It would have probably been fitted. Perhaps there's a record of who signed for this particular suit of armor.
First, has the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies through all of these name changes?
Hard to say. Their client list is rather diverse and incomplete. The only constant seems to be that the mercenaries are always deployed in third and fourth world countries.
What's a fourth world country? A suit of armor like this would have been customized for the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
This is a fun challenge for her. An opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
Yes, thank you, officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case. Yes, please do try. It's imperative that we learn whose armor this was. first one, I guess.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then.
Okay. Please connect me to Sylvie again.
Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer. Yes. Hello?
Hey, Sylvie, it's the police again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
I guess not. I don't have anything for her. I thought I could ask her about it. Like why she left.
You hear the call breaking up on the other end of the radio, and then the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Nope. That's it for now.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of stairs.
Okay. I did find.
So like they have four countries, which are countries that are even more isolated from like global politics and even more in need of, I guess, support. Like even less developed than third world countries. I've never heard anyone who is false.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
I am the law. Keep listening.
From another planet.
What's going on here?
Hey there.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, all around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
He snickers.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Maybe not this.
Yeah, tell me more about this strike.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. You know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there? Pointed to the yard.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him. Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked, I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il-Moran market lately.
So nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
Is that a fallen A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool.
Can I get one?
He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Can I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Fair enough. Right, I had another question.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
No, I heard he say he doesn't like drugs.
You wanna try?
Yeah.
Ease into it.
No.
Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Number one, I think.
I failed though. Yeah.
Oh.
But we can try. Yeah. I have to pick one of them. And the first one is the best one.
I'm okay, man. Just the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
He's a poet.
Yeah.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn. It's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
So I'd have to.
I think leave lah. Can do it again later.
Well, we can do empathy now. I mean, we do have 3.
Okay.
Just
You
to.
wanna try?
Yeah, why not, right? Yeah. And we can always revert it anyway, because like we can always get our points back and put them in different places. Hey, let's try that then. Oh, I can't try. I can't retry right now.
Don't be a stranger.
Maybe I talk to him again. We can try it.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's
There
on
we
your
go.
mind?
Can I try it? Yes.
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
What's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
He emerged from the reverie.
2?
Yeah, really, you can tell me.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Diora?
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that.
Oh, Half-Life.
You're
That's what I'm
pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
That's all for me?
Yeah, he definitely doesn't know about drugs. He already told us about drugs. Alright.
I want to know about Kitsuragi's set.
There should be more lorry drivers to talk to. This is what we're supposed to do for the woman as we make our way, not this aspect.
lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings,
Oh, yeah, it's the guy.
stickers, insignia.
It's the racist. It's history.
Looking for something?
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy.
I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design. Okay, what else have you thought of?
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
Okay, and?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kids are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
Say nothing.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Okay, sure, whatever. I'd really rather talk about something else.
Go right ahead. You may be a cop, but that won't help you avoid the calamity to come.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression remains unchanged, but you sense something there. Below. Not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet, he thinks, wriggled out of it. What happened? Did your balls shrivel up? You had plenty of chances to get off this road, but no, you let this guy keep talking. Then, when the time came to make your choice, you tried to split the difference. Weak.
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Alright. It takes a long drag of a cigarette. Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
So take it you're not smoking drugs out of Martinez.
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
He puffs on a cigarette. Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most of the Caminoneers have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
It's not you, then who's running drugs to Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam, I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who's that?
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Where do I find him?
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
The lorry man lets out a raspy croak at his own sense of
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sea Lang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves.
A little bit south of here, near the canal.
His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sea Lang himself has to say.
Because when you pay Sea Lang a visit then.
Guess so.
I'm gonna go to the restroom, but you can continue unless it's something exciting.
I'll go try and find Sea Lang. Pawn shop. Fast cash or faster time? Oh, sorry.
Yes?
Nothing. Apologies. Fingerless gloves. Water lock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. There's clearly him there, but I'm just checking to see if there's anything down. I remember being here down here. We should also go into the pawn shop. Helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer?
Oh, there's
I've got the latest styles right here.
The vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your nose. Try the shades on. Leave for now. Bye.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Ew.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Save the economy? What are you talking
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
This doesn't make any sense. Why exactly does the economy need saving? Thanks for the advice to try to be more economic.
Very cool. The economy thanks you, officer.
So he's selling a bunch of weird things.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
I will talk to you in a second. So there it is. Hot air rises from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. There's a pawn shop over here, so maybe we'll just sell some stuff to get more money. There's a man here that I want to talk to. I thought he was selling.
You can also pick up
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed Samaran butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
There's a guy standing right there. Better sign down.
Good morning to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal. between them.
What are you doing here, man in the waterlock?
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
The man in the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of salami and takes a sizable bite. Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words Daredevil Driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
He thinks for a moment.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing.
He cuts off a slice of salami.
Want some too, officer?
He turns to the lieutenant.
Why not?
Lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Alright, bye.
Everybody has salami.
Yeah, salami's good. It's not good for you, but it's good. Full of nitrates, which are bad for the heart. Most of the military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Let your gaze run over the streetlight.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
That streetlight?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Bird's nest, Roy. Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
He pauses, studying the light. How much for the streetlight?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
Oh, yeah, to your mind, there's one just like it on every corner. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep. 700 sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp.
Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
I don't have 700 real to buy it. Something else you need to know about the light? Let me look at the rest of the shop before I try to sell him nonsense. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register? In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Bust of a woman, the plaque simply says DEI.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice.
What?
A figurine. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
Inspect the knights on horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Point at the knights on the horseback. Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
Oh.
A long, long time ago.
Inspect the blue uniform.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Wait, this looks like Rene, the old guy who was playing petanque.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
What exactly are they?
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
Inspect the figurines in rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the Royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Let's give people hope. Even we can do it. It's not just meant to be disheartening as it ought to be. It's impossible to win against close cohorts of capitalized and friendly guard. Whose bitch it made me. I'll do the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what it is.
Think of a truly cool figurine in the box on the table. That's a white point.
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
Step away from the table. There's one more up here that we can talk to.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved.
He's a pawnbroker, they usually are, because people tend to rob pawn shops.
This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep, the Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welshie W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there.
I think
It'll set you back 12 real.
Maybe. Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
What I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze.
Turn to Kim. Theoretically, could I bring you to a beach party?
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
Okay, Kim, I'll just rock out with the pawn shop owner then. Actually, it doesn't have to be a beach. With a boombox like that, we'll bring the party into the streets. You're right, Kitsuragi. Work first, party later.
That is the unofficial RCM motto, yes.
It's not, sadly.
It's not. I don't equip this to...
Yeah, no, you cannot.
Not yet. Let me try and sell him stuff.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
Yes.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
It doesn't say anything about selling, right?
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light shed on the walls behind you. There's something I'd like to sell.
Something I like to sell, no?
Is Roy high, and if yes, then what is he on? Maybe I was waiting our investigation. By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers to the militia? Yes, there's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
There's a photo of a corpse here. I'll check my pockets. Yes.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
This one for sure. And
Lieutenant's handkerchief.
Maybe not the postcards yet, but definitely the shot put ball. And the lieutenant's handkerchief? Oh no, not that one. We'll keep that one because that's from Kitsuragi. Okay. I'd like to sell my clothes. I don't have anything to sell at the moment. Okay, I just sold the one thing, so that's fine.
Another time, perhaps.
You might be able to 8-hour investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything.
Think you could help me get a corpse out of a tree?
The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help.
That's all I've got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the citizen militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God.
My morale took a hit.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Wait, I sold you my gun?
You...
With Kim here too? That just sounded really, really bad.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like something you're not telling me.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
How much did you sell the gun for?
15 real.
Ugh.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. This has got to be the most. Wow. There's pity there, too. In case you didn't notice.
Sorry to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further.
No apologies necessary, officer.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman.
Maybe
Although
it's
she
Elizabeth.
kept referring to herself as a pig.
Oh.
Which was odd. I found her
Janice?
interest in
Kuno.
the gun a
Kuno?
bit obsessive. But I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her.
But Kuno's
Truth
a
be
kid.
told,
Kuno
she
S,
was
you know?
Yeah,
terrifying.
Kuno, sorry.
Right,
Kuno's a
so
kid, though.
let me get this right. You sold
I
your
think maybe
sidearm
it's the-
issued
the-
by the
the
citizens'
woman from
militia,
the-
and now
from
a
the
civilian is running around the streets of
Elizabeth?
Martinez with
Yeah.
it.
No, Elizabeth is the lawyer. The white woman who came to negotiate.
Oh.
Janice, is it? What's her name?
No, the rich woman?
Yeah.
No, she would have had her own weapon. She wouldn't need to buy this one. And she wouldn't have called herself a pig either. She's too, like...
Yeah, but Kuno S is a kid.
Yeah, but...
I don't think it's
She's
Kuno.
she's been calling us pigs a lot. I don't know. That's the only other time we've heard pig is from her. Or Kuno. But she's, you know...
No, the Hardy boy is called the
Oh, you're right.
negotiator
Yeah,
pig.
yeah, yeah. No, not... Oh. No, they called her a cow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Miraculously,
You would have noticed.
his
you would have
face
sold
does
it
not
to a kid.
reveal what's happening inside.
There's only one explanation. She must be one of our rabid fans. Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can do our jobs better than we can. I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and believe us in his militia? I'm sorry, I sold my gun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
This mess, he means your mess.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Oh wait, we want to buy the.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Sounds and shapes.
So it's good. We have a thing. It is under tools. Yeah. I can equip this to play play tapes. It's a real boombox of everyone's youth, a little banged up, a little chipped, and honestly, not that loud either. Looks cool though. Excels at being carried on the shoulder, allowing you to play audio tape items and blast music in the face of sexy strangers. Did I get clothes? Oh, I got the fingerless gloves. Ooh, they didn't make
They
my
look better.
Electrimus.
They look better than the orange ones. The yellow ones. You should change.
I agree. These one do give me +1 interfacing, but these ones give me +1 electrochemistry, which is what I need for his.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Fuck it, might as well try.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Hold on, what is that?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Is it just me, or is it really warm in here? Look around. Step closer. Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. Get straight to the point. So where does a man get Pyrrolidon these days? Which one?
So where does a man get?
Yeah, alright.
How would I know?
He takes a step back, studying you.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
No judgment, just curious. I probably did loads of Pyrrolidon before I lost my memory. Chill out, man. I'm a chill cop. Chill out cop who just wants some of that what you're having. Wink. It's pretty obvious that you're under the influence, sir. Point at his clothes. Say what's with the triangles on your vest.
I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. You know, after the People's Pile disaster.
He coughs as if to mark his words.
Had to take Pyrrolidon for radiation sickness. That's what you were hinting at just now, wasn't it?
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
The People's Pile, what's that?
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you, too.
Think about this emergency relief brigade you're part of.
We were an all-volunteer force. Self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick.
He looked at the sparking light and stops. It must have been tough, radioactive cleanup.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened. And why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment. And early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could.
Whose fault was it that the generator failed?
No one's. Everyone's.
He sighs and shakes his head.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
How'd you end up running a pawn shop?
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
He shrugs. Thank you for telling me.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
The boombox I bought, I should play this tape, right?
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
I'm not going to ask him about the Pyrrolidon. I have other business to take care of now. Alright, let's see if we can do that then. Let's, equip this. Where's my tape? talk to the guy who might be smuggling drugs. Oh. Sewer crate, a gateway to the river of Fuss.
It's just his non-deep thoughts.
Yeah, he's not. Well, sometimes they're deep thoughts. That's why it's good to check them.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
He gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
He surveys the consumer's kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Throws back into a pile of boxes he sits.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Where are you from, Siling?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
Better not to mention. Yeah, doesn't matter. Sounds good. Let's get back to business then.
Very cool. I like your style, officer.
So, Selene, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
I'm super into drugs. Actually don't like drugs. Proceed. We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam. I'm super into I'll do this one first.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Covering all the bases. We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
But you are a lorry man. No driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that?
I'll be back in a
It's the fat racist, right?
The fat racist.
I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
It's usually why racists hate people.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
He spreads his arms. So you forgot to tell me?
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Yep.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Who are you afraid of, Celine?
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Who are these other drivers? Who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know.
Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
I really want us to be cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points north.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Point to the pale driver. Dazed out, strange.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
Let me quickly check to see if there's anything that takes away or gives us rhetoric. Sorry. In our, what am I doing? Yeah, R2? Oh, no, I can't check right now. Alright, hold on. I'll look around, thanks. Okay. You talk to him in a second. I just want to make sure. Inland Empire. Esprit de Corps. Suggestion. Reaction speed. Is there any other clothes that would help? Drama, physical instrument, logic, authority, reaction speed, rhetoric, suggestion, half-light, conceptualization, interfacing, composure, savoir-faire, electrochemistry. No. Okay. Let me just give it a shot.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
I don't know. It's just the only thing I could think come over my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Street vendor nods, dead serious.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
That's not what I was doing at all.
Sorry, detective.
That's not what I was doing at all. Alright, let me go ask the guy with the tattoos. The nice guy. See if he knows anything about the lady driver, the quote-unquote lady driver. I don't really want to talk to the racist anymore.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
He shifts around, something uncomfortable, and looks away. Why? Do you know something? What is it?
Man, I was hoping she'd catch a break. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some mastermind evildoer.
She the one that got assaulted.
And I don't know where she is.
Maybe. Who is this person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the Lady Driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
Again, not a lie as far as you can tell.
Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Yeah. When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
You said she's troubled? How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not.
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Hold on, her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
The gray-haired woman. Maybe she knows something. Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances. And he's okay with others ratting her out. Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
So you're alright with others ratting her out. You just don't want your hands dirty. Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation too. It's important. I can't blow it. So suspect, I need you to tell me where she is or I can't finish the investigation. Fine, I'll drop the matter for now. Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Maybe I won't do that now. Yeah, find another way.
Thank you, friend. Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
That's all for, yeah. He seems like a nice man.
I mean, sort of. Where's the woman again? Is she this one?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you jolted her back to reality.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
You alright, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
She asks us contemptuously, what's about the 50s?
The men have the small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Where else would you do that?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory. Who's Gabrielle Buendero?
This is Gabriel Buendero.
She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
So I take it you were in the mess when you were young?
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
Sure.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, man.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Lawman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Well, that sounds familiar. Right, I have some other questions for you. Please, questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
Shows back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard. What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds, really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Wait, you get high off driving a lorry?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife. It's low. I go to the bottom.
She closes her eyes and review.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
What if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand Hermenegildos' bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
I still don't really understand this whole Boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to on the Western Plain.
A boyadero, boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk.
Well, they call it the
He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
Okay, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
I think I see where this is going.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws
Ooh.
her body in the Magritte.
That's not...
Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
That's not where I thought this was going.
You have to understand. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Alright, are you the lady driver?
Did you just call me a lady, Harife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I was told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Harife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of?
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Why are you scary to the people who used to know you?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
You said long haul? That's...
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there. It's all just...
She comes along as if to a track on repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
In the background, a quiet song seeps from her cabin into the air. You don't hear any vocals.
Then who is the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
That's all you need to know, thanks.
Oh, Sim.
The woman stares at you, her mind elsewhere now on other matters.
Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches, like a sleep kick.
Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
So he doesn't think she's the lady driver?
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Okay, let's change
A
this.
pale dream is what it is.
Alright. You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. Yeah, but we don't...
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Our voice trails off.
Looking for something?
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Press up. Where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He smirks. First, you knew Selene didn't do it. And why are you smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? The lady driver?
No. He means la puta madre.
Oh.
We know that word, don't we,
Yep.
Felicia?
You know. It's one of the first Spanish words that Dan ever taught me.
A legendary, and not
His
in
mom's
a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West. Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Him? Cross your arms and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who do anything for him.
Is that the first time he
Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
I don't think so.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
Say nothing.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorryman and Carter's Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job.
I need something called half-light. Oh, this is a white check, so we'll give it a shot now and try again later.
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
I failed it, so... Why don't you and me step outside for a little... We're outside already. Check's up, we got the goods on.
Oh yeah? And what goods are those?
Racism? You know, your goods.
There's some kind of homo thing?
No, of course not. Just so you know. I don't really know where that came from. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't really know where that came from.
The lieutenant gives you a brief sideways glance.
Let's just go and ask Tommy, alright? We are wasting our time here.
Okay, he does. But hold on. I can fix this. So it's half-light. So we can level this up one. Which we will do. And then also, we can change... One of these gives us... This one's negative half-light, so we want that one. Oh, I thought something gave us... No, I guess not. But nothing takes anything away. Nothing that we're wearing takes away from...
Looking for something?
Even.
Failing the last time was so demoralizing and puzzling that you just can't work up the rage anymore.
One more? One more half-light? Let's give it a shot.
Looking for something?
Not high. Come on!
Men like this only respect two things: strength and fear.
Show me her lorry right fucking now. The lady driver's lorry. Where is it? Ooh,
Fuck you. I told you. I'm not...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
I'm gonna fuck you for the rest of my life, you understand? I'm gonna put you in a cell with a giant kip. You're gonna be bleeding kip dick. Goddamn. So we just watched every season of True Detective. And in season 3, Mahershala Ali's character, he's one of the main police characters on the show. He threatens a lot of people with prison rape, which is fucking ludicrous.
Yeah, and like it was really funny because one of the other characters brought it up as well.
Yeah, the other guy was
Why
like,
are
you keep threatening people with this. Why do you keep doing that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's weird.
It was really weird. And I'm glad the other, like his partner played by Stephen Dorff, like is like, yeah, why do you keep doing this, dude? It's kind of weird. I've been to your fucking lorry. I know where it is. It's gonna burn it down. You hear me? What's your name, fuckhead? I'm gonna go to the police radio saying this guy told Madre to fuck off. Ooh, the last one I like. It's also nothing to do with sexual violence. So, just, you know, regular violence.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
Green banged up.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Now it's not a big deal for him anymore. This is how he saves face.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
Oh, that was fun.
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Dickhead. That was fun. Okay. Green lorry. Is it this one? No, that's his lorry. Green lorry by the monument. The small one. Oh, this one. I found it.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
Lieutenant peeks inside. Try to peek in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and 2 steering levers. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. Inside it's private, cozy, warm, dusty too.
Try the door handle.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced.
How are we gonna get in? How do we get this open, Kim?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Really?
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
Ooh. Oh, I have to equip the tool. Okay, I was gonna say, like, that's really low. Alright, let me equip the tool then. Tool. Pry bar.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Can I make my physical strength? Well, I mean, I should just give it a shot.
Pry bar in hand, you take a hard swing at the window. A loud thunk rings out and the pry bar bounces back, leaving a tiny spider web on the glass. Looks like the window might be shatterproof. You may have to rethink your approach.
Really? Hit again. No, it's probably gonna hurt me. I'm sorry, it didn't happen.
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
Okay.
He smashes it into the window.
Thank God.
Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now.
Nice.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s
The late
of the
1900s.
last century.
Late 1900s.
One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps. And gentle tragedy. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly. This is Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
She like the Black Dahlia? What happened to her?
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too.
Hey, Eris. Going well.
Hi, Eris.
Enough of the posters.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation, with quite a range too.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
What else is here?
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
Back up into the cabin again.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front, and a metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper. It's an issue of Patrikios from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ULAN frequency system.
Is that not the thing we found in the...
The ULAN frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
This thought trails off. Unfold the newspaper.
It's an issue of It looks like an article.
The ULAN frequency system? I've never...
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, posters, a trace of motor oil smell under all the cigarettes. You close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce? All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the
Joyce,
company,
listen
right?
you.
Yeah, seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
I'm not sure what the ULAN frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed. Or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Sorry, why am I poking?
It's okay, no, it's quite...
Listening in on your calls between you and your station, a worrying prospect.
The movie posters, how they factored in all this. How do you think this connected to the Union?
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Everard Clare would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
What about the movie posters? How does that factor in all this?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant
You
to
don't
drug
know. Maybe
trade.
they use them to pass,
Don't
like,
be
you know,
fooled.
messages.
Desire always plays a role.
A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin.
Yes, well...
He doesn't say more.
Unimportant.
Will the RCM open investigation to this?
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stops to think. What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madre grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over?
Debrief over. After you.
Alright, so we're gonna go plant ourselves in front of Joy. I should remove the... I need to require... There's a map, apparently, and I don't have the map yet. Oh. There's things that I need to do that maybe I haven't done yet. Anyway. Let's go plant ourselves in front of Joyce. And then save there. So we remember what we're supposed to do next week. We still have to talk to the twins, the Claire brothers. Not Eclair.
Eclair?
Not Eclair. Claire. I think it's just Claire.
No, I want to eat Eclair.
Oops. No, no, no.
You can actually order, you know, from that bakery.
The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica.
What?
Okay. He must have seen the book. So we'll just go, like I said, we'll just go plant ourselves in front of Joyce. Ridiculously awesome. Okay, so we are going to save here in front of Joyce. Save the game.
Oh yeah, Tuesday we're gonna play Horizon
Lego
Adventure.
Horizon Adventures. That's right. So yeah, we are finishing up for the night. It is slightly past midnight. Hey, we finished. This is the earliest I think we finished this game, because usually we're in the middle of talking a lot to somebody. So we'll continue day 2 a week from now. But before that, on Tuesday, as Felicia mentioned, we will be playing and potentially finishing Lego Horizon Adventures. I think we only have one area left, but I could be wrong. On Wednesday for Dan Playster's Backlog, I am playing Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, and then also Toy Story 3, the video game. So we're playing about an hour of both of those. And then on Thursday, continuing Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, I'll be going into the Wind...
To wake it?
No, the Wind Temple. Potentially to wake it, sure. I am the Wind Waker after all. And then next Sunday, more of this ridiculously amazing game with ridiculously amazing writing. And before I go, as always, let's see who's streaming.
I'm falling asleep.
Sorry, I accidentally hit the menu? No. The microphone. So you may have heard a horrible thing just now. It looks like we got 3 people streaming. Oh, you just heard a little bit of L. L is going to be playing Dark Souls. They're starting Dark Souls today after their chat. So you can go watch L play Dark Souls there. K2J Extreme is playing some more Fortnite. Let me drop a link for him as well. K2J playing some Fortnite. And finally, Kurumi is playing... what are they playing? Mega Man Star Force 2 is what they're playing. I've never played this Mega Man, this series of Mega Mans. How do I spell Kirby? That's how I spell Kirby. I'm playing Mega Man Star Force 2. I think those were on the Advance, the Game Boy Advance. No, it's on the DS. That's why there's 2 screens. So yeah, check them out. They're the 3 folk currently streaming. So tell them a Dan sent you. And I'm going to bed. So thank you so much for hanging out today. Appreciate it as always. And we will see you on Tuesday for LEGO Horizon Adventures. Bye-bye! Listen to that beautiful lapping waves.